What's going on, everyone? I'm back today with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about body dysmorphia. So what is body dysmorphia? Body dysmorphia is an imagined or perceived image of yourself that isn't actually there. In other words, you are seeing a version of yourself in the mirror that other people don't see. And I would say that this is something that needs to be talked about more because it's not just prevalent in people with eating disorders. I think that society has put out all of these false images and these elite fitness pictures of what your body should look like or could look like if you push yourself to this limit. And first of all, these things are usually photoshopped. And as far as the fitness magazines, those people have dedicated their lives to working out and to eating properly. So they've reached a level even before their Photoshop of which the average person could never reach. And is not practical for most people. So because of that, I think that we as a society have these unrealistic standards that we sometimes try to reach because we want to be that best version of ourselves like the magazine told us to be. This fosters a very unhealthy relationship that people develop because you're going to be reaching for something that's never going to be possible. I would say in general that if you're on a weight loss journey, the more weight you lose, the more critical you become of yourself. And depending on how you've lost that weight, you might try and take it to the next level and push it a little harder in order to achieve your goal faster. And I would say that this is always the formula for body dysmorphia. I would say it is also very common amongst people with eating disorders because once you get to the point of an eating disorder, you've already developed an unhealthy relationship with food and with yourself and your body. So you already don't see yourself as other people see you. And you're already unhealthily pushing yourself to reach a certain goal that you may have in mind. And body dysmorphia takes over when you stop seeing yourself as thinner even though you've actually lost more weight. For me, I focused on my lower stomach fat. So every time I looked in the mirror, I saw it, and that's immediately what my eyes fixated on, even though it wasn't actually there, or even though it wasn't actually as big as I saw it to be. I got to a point where I knew what I was seeing in the mirror couldn't be true anymore because I was still seeing that same body image, that same silhouette that I had always seen, even though I was physically lighter. So when you know that you can't trust your eyes anymore, what are you supposed to do? This is really what body dysmorphia encompasses, is that whole idea of you cannot trust yourself anymore because you are seeing something that's not actually there. So how do you deal with it? How do you get over it? For me, once I got to the point of realization that, okay, what I'm seeing isn't actually there, I had to go based on how I felt. I think the best way to get over it is to just learn to be more in tune with your body and how you're feeling rather than to go based on any numbers or how you look. Just in general, on a day-to-day basis, the way that you look can change based on how much water and salt you take in. Once I was more familiar with how the body works, I realized that the best thing for me to do would just be to stop weighing myself and to stop looking at myself in the mirror without clothes on. I don't want to say that I just snapped out of it, but I think you eventually get to a point where once you start to feel good again, you can start to develop a better relationship with yourself and your body. And once you start to trust your body again, and by that I mean trust that it'll tell you when you're hungry and trust that it'll tell you when you're full, because your body will do this. You have hormones, you have certain functions in your body that are designed to tell you when you're full. Your body doesn't want you to overeat, and your body doesn't want you to undereat. So there's certain mechanisms in place for you to not do that. You really have to ignore these signals for a long time to get to either extreme end of the scale. I think that people need to eat mindfully and work out mindfully and just stop going to such extremes to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve. Obviously, you should push yourself to reach your goals within reason. I don't think that you should be going to the utmost extreme to achieve any goal. I think that once we accept how we look and learn to love how we look, then problems like this will go away. Self-love is the first step. You need to learn to trust your body again. You need to learn to love yourself. You need to learn to respect your body for everything that it does for you. And just know your body is not there to fool you and deceive you. Your body is there to service you, and it does that every day. So you should fill it with the nutrients that it needs to survive and give it the respect that it needs in return for everything that it does for you. I think that if you struggle with body image, you should maybe try and take some time off from looking in the mirror and just going based on how you feel every day. And I really do think that if you do this, when you feel comfortable enough to look in the mirror again, you should see yourself as for what is actually there. I think it's very important that people learn to self-love again and to have self-esteem and and to be body positive about how they look and how they feel every day. If we can start to embrace this concept as a society, we can all be happier and healthier and live happier and healthier lives. Thanks for watching, and if you've liked the content, please click that like button and subscribe if you want to see videos as I put them out. And I love to hear from you guys, so leave a comment, and thank you.